Yeah. The NFL dropped the Eagles' upcoming schedule, and the Eagles got 5 primetime games lined up this season. They're going to go up against 7 teams that made the playoffs and 4 from the NFC who were in the postseason. The experts, or you could say the pundits, been talking, and they don't think that the Eagles will lose more than 6 games. And I don't think so either, man. Stay tapped in. But for now, we got to go ahead and run the intro. This right here is for the G's and the OGs, but you already know what to do. But if you're new to the channel and you like content like this, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to like, I need you to comment, I need you to subscribe, I need you to share this, I need you to hit that notification bell so you're always up to date. Stay tapped in with Hotter, man. But look, man, we about to get right into it today because there's so much to talk about. You know, the Philadelphia Eagles and their schedule has been released. And I want y'all to check out, you know, what the schedule looks like. Just at a first glance, man. This is what it's looking like. As you can tell, man, at a first glance, the season starts off September 6th in Sao Paulo, Green Bay Packers. Look, man, this schedule, in my opinion, is looking favorable in a lot of ways. You know, it has its, you know, its flaws, but at the same time, we don't expect to have a perfect schedule. But this is, in my opinion, one of our favorable schedules. If you look at it, man, we about to break all this down. I'm going to talk to y'all, you know, about how I feel, about my favorite parts, about some of the parts I don't like. But if you look at this, man, you look at this schedule, there's no gauntlet this season. If you look at this, man, let's look a little bit closer at what we're seeing, man. Week 5 bye, disgusting. But like I said, man, there's no gauntlet. That's number one. And if you look at later on in the season, between I think week 11 and 12 from Washington, we have like a mini bye there. Even though from week 10 to week 11, as you can see, we only have 4 days right there. So we got Dallas Cowboys, and then 4 days later, we got the Washington Commanders. But we do have like a mini bye after that to get ready for the Baltimore Ravens. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, in my opinion, there's no reason why the Eagles shouldn't win 12 games at least, 14 at max. But anything less than, you know, 11 wins is a disappointment. That's why the Eagles have to win 12 to 14 games. We're the best team in the division. Nobody better than us. Nobody made the type of moves that we made. You know what I'm saying? And we have a favorable schedule. Like I said, man, 12 to 14 games. You know what I'm saying? Or it's a disappointment. Gotta be. But look, let's look at this real quick. So Friday, September 6th, you got the Packers in Brazil at 8:15. Of course, it's on Peacock. You know, you got to have Peacock to watch some football. Pause. You know, week 2, Monday night. 8:15. We got the Atlanta Falcons. You know what I'm saying? Look, these all should be games that we win. And then week 3, that's our away. We going to see the New Orleans Saints at 1 p.m. man. I'm hoping that I can end up watching these birds right here. And then we got an early week 5. So in my opinion, we need to go into week 5. You know what I'm saying? Undefeated. 4-0 going into week 5 with the bye. So early bye is disgusting. But at the same time, it is what it is. And then we got week 6, October 13th. We got the Cleveland Browns. In my opinion, that should be another win. That really should be another win. And then week 8, we got the Bengals, October 27th. That should really be a win in my opinion too. I mean, I think that, you know, that really could go either way. But I really think that we can beat Cincinnati, man. They lost a lot of pieces there. Pause. A lot of guys don't play for Cincinnati no more, and that's not the same team. Can Joe Burrow stay healthy? That's another question. You know what I'm saying? But week 9, Jacksonville, Dougie P at night. That should be a really good, that should be a win for us. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why we would lose that game. And then week 10, man, and this is something that I like about the schedule. So I like the fact that, we play Dallas at home, for week 17 game, and we are away for the week 10 game. So usually it's flip-flopped. But this year, we get to see that home win, because I'm calling that already, that home win in the link. I like this. Hopefully, this is a game where, we can have the division sold up. We prepping to rest our starters, towards the second half, possibly the whole game. If it's just that type of season, you just never know. But I don't know. But, if Dallas finds a way to make this season, the last season, I should say, of Dak's contract, a successful regular season, hence on the regular season, maybe it could be the division. But I really don't see that, man. But let's look at this real quick again. So week 11, like I said, man, 4 days after that November 10th game, we're going to see Washington Commanders at 8:15. That should be a win as well. And then we got week 12, man. We got the Rams. In my opinion, that's probably a game that can go either way. That roster is stacked over there, a really good roster. And then right after that, we got Baltimore Ravens at 4:25. I feel like that's probably one of the toughest parts of our schedule. But as you can tell, that's 2 games. It's not nothing real crazy, because right after that, December 8th, we go see the Carolina Panthers at 1 p.m., which should be a decent game. Maybe, hopefully, it's not one of those trap games, you know what I mean? Because that should be a team, that we should be able to beat. So then we got week 15, December 15th versus Pittsburgh Steelers. By that time, the Steelers is going to be in the gauntlet. If you go look at their schedule looking crazy. They got a gauntlet. Go check it out, man, if you don't believe me. Pittsburgh got a gauntlet. But I think that, with them not knowing who their quarterback is, they got Russell Wilson, they got Justin Fields. You know what I'm saying? The Eagles should go in there. They should be on a roll by then. Coming off that win from Carolina, should be another one right there. And then week 16, December 22nd, we at Washington. Another good thing that I like about this schedule is that the Philadelphia Eagles don't have no Christmas game or no Thanksgiving game. You know what I'm saying? So I could watch all these other teams get exposed on those days, and I ain't got to worry about my birds. I don't really like playing on Christmas or Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that I like about the schedule. And then, like I said, we get back to this week 17 home game against Dallas, packing these boys up. And will they be fighting for a playoff spot is the question. I don't know. They might be done with by that time. And that's what we hoping for, man. That's what we hoping for. So week 18, man, we got the Giants, and I'm hoping that the division is sold up. And we preparing for the playoffs at this spot. I'm not saying that we're gonna be number 1 in the conference, you know what I'm saying, but what I am saying is that we should not be getting kicked out the first round. We should at least make it to the divisional round, hopefully an NFC conference championship. You know what I'm saying? We should be at least number 1 or number 2, you know what I mean, in the conference, in my opinion. It is a lot of comp out there. I'm not about to say it's not. But at the same time, man, the Philadelphia Eagles and that roster is stacked. And I can't wait, man. I really can't wait to get it. But look, man, I want to show y'all something. Look at my dog right here, man. What do y'all see that's different about Jordan Davis? Jordan Davis is looking slimmer. He looking more in shape. Pause. He looking like, he's ready for a bigger role on this team. And in my opinion, man, this is time for him to step up. It's time for him to step up, man. He was a really high draft pick. He didn't have a season that we would have liked. He did come out strong last season, early, pause, but at the same time, he fell off at the end. So now that he lost a little weight, hopefully, since Fletcher Cox retired, we need that nose guy, that shade guy, somebody that bring, the pressure to the lap of the quarterback. That's what we need. Somebody that can stop the run because of his stature. Pause. But if you look at this picture, man, It look like he lost some weight, man. He ready for a bigger role, and that's all we can really hope for. That's all we can really hope for, man. So real quick, man, let's go ahead and talk about the Eagles and how they sign, more rookies. If you want to look at this, the Philadelphia Eagles signed Jeremiah Trotter, and they signed Dylan McMahon to their rookie contracts. How we not playing around, bro? How we signing these guys, and he getting ready, man. But as you already know, the Philadelphia Eagles went ahead and signed Will Shipley. They also signed Jalix Hunt, Sean Stevens, and Aeneas Smith. All got their rookie contracts. Look, man, you already know what we got to do, man, and what time it is. We got to turn up for these guys, man. We already know that we still waiting to hear about Cooper and Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? When they sign their rookie deals, guess what? When they do it, we're going to turn up for them. It's going to be real from 1G to the next. You feel me? But look, man, check this out, man. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and the crew, hit up the Eagles Autism Challenge today. From some reports, this is the 7th time the squad, hosting the event at Lincoln Financial Field. It was a big day with a bike ride, a 5K run and walk, to raise cash and awareness for autism. Every penny the participants raise goes to research and care programs. They've already pulled in over 22 million, and this year is looking like it's about to break some records because 5,000 folks already signed up. But look, man, let's go ahead and talk about the guys, who was a participant in the race. So they had a Wawa Shorty 10-mile run. And every time I say Wawa, man, I really want to go to Wawa and get me a hoagie, or get me a shorty, or get me a tea or a lemonade. You know what I'm saying? Because I love those things. I ain't had Wawa in a good minute now. I'm trying to go back to Wawa, man. That was my spot. But the Wawa Shorty, the 10-mile ride, they had Thomas Booker, A.J. Brown, Jordan Davis, Nicole B. Dean, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Mekhi Gardner, Dallas Goddard, Matt Hennessy, Jalen Hurts, E.J. Jenkins, Patrick Johnson, Cam Jurgens, Avonte Maddox, Jordan Mailata, Tanner McKee, Zach McPherson, Moro Ojomo, Jason Poe, Devontae Smith, Marlon T, Ben Van Stumeren. And let's talk about the Freedom Pay 5K run and walk. That was Zach Bond, Josh Gold, Braden Mann, Tristan McCullum. And the Century walk was Britton Covey, Landon Dickerson, Jake Elliott, and Fred Johnson. Look, man, shout out to all those guys for raising money and putting it in the hands where it need to go. Autism is a real, so it's real, and people need help out there, man. I'm glad our players is out there making it happen for them. But look, man, like I said, if you made it this far to the video, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're always up to date. You know what I'm saying? But for now, not out.